Today I'm going to show you how to make a 4-ingredient, flourless, vegan peanut butter cookie recipe. So what you're going to need is peanut butter, obviously. I've already scraped it out because it was impossible to do while holding the camera. So we've got peanut butter, some kind of sugar. In my opinion, sugar is sugar as long as it's not too processed. So regular cane sugar, coconut sugar, whatever you want to use to sweeten it is your prerogative. We have egg replacer. You can use applesauce as well to replace eggs in recipes. I prefer to just use this. It's moderately expensive, but I don't use it very often. Lasts a year in the fridge. So, totally worth it in my book. If not, you can use applesauce to replace your egg, and I don't know the conversions for that, so you definitely are going to have to give Google a go to figure out how to replace eggs with applesauce. And if you want this to just be a flourless recipe and you don't care about there being an egg, this recipe calls for just one single egg, and that's all you'll need. And then you're going to need vanilla extract, and I'm going to put almond in mine. The recipe only calls for vanilla, but every single time I bake, I prefer almond over vanilla, and so I cut in half the vanilla and use the other half as almond. All right, so first things first, you are going to want to preheat your oven to just your standard 350. Make your egg replacer, since this doesn't matter the order you put your ingredients in, and this has to set up. To replace one egg, you do 1 tablespoon of egg replacer in 2 tablespoons of water that I already have in here. So we're going to do that. Maybe. There we go. I only have a teaspoon clean because I'm a disaster, so. There we go. So with the egg replacer, you get your water and your powder, your mystery powder. It's like xanthan gum and a whole bunch of other weird things. You're going to get that all stirred up. It's pretty, you have to be pretty aggressive to get it combined. I like stab it to break it up. And it takes about a minute to set up and get kind of gelatinous, like egg consistency. You know, the funny thing about this egg replacer is that I think it smells so good. It's like one of the best smells I've ever smelled in my whole life. Don't eat it. It's disgusting. Don't eat it by itself. I tried it once because I have no self-control. Alright, it's been like a minute. Here's kind of the consistency. It's really, really, really gelatinous. Alright, then you're going to add a cup of peanut butter. If this looks like I'm adding less, it's because I am. I'm halving the recipe because I don't need that many cookies in my life when I am just here alone with the kids. But the actual recipe calls for 1 egg, or the equivalent of 1 egg in some kind of vegan replacement. Peanut butter, 1 cup of peanut butter. It's pretty hard to stir. And then we're also going to do 1 cup of your sugar of choice. 1 cup of sugar. In my case, I'm doing half. There we go. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to do half a teaspoon of vanilla and half of almond. I think that's the end of my almond. Sad. It's so expensive. Alright. I'm going to give it a good stir. Which is like nearly impossible. It's going to be thick. If it looks so thick, like I don't think I can even combine this, then you're doing it right. all together, you should have a mixture that looks like this. My bowl is much too big for the amount of cookie dough I made. It's pretty runny, but that's all right. You're just going to like dollop it.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I lost all of my recording of me taking these cookies out of the oven. But just know that you need to bake them for 9 minutes and let them cool on the baking sheet. Do not try to take them off when they are hot because they will be pretty squishy and will not come off very well until they are fully cooled.
So yeah, these are super good, especially considering that it took me under 5 minutes to put together, and they are vegan, gluten-free, anything you might want, even if you're just on a diet and you're looking for a yummy kind of treat to have, but you don't want to go full on with your cheat on your diet. I definitely recommend this. I will leave the written out recipe in the description box because I'm sure it's kind of hard to follow when you're watching. And thanks for watching. I am going to go eat a couple of these cookies while my kids are in bed.